Hi, Makako here. In this moment of time, we are definitely living moments that are far from perfection. We are living times, we're in the middle of a big crisis, and this crisis is bringing with it lots of uncertainty and unease. We don't know what's coming. We don't know whether this crisis linked to COVID-19 is something that will pass sooner or later, or whether it's going to stay on and become permanent. And all this uncertainty and this unease give rise to lots of question marks. Rightly so. And we have to consider all these question marks. And in the same time, we shall not allow them to fill all our being. We have to keep a space for something else. We have to keep a space where we can consider what is it that we would really like? What is it that matters to us? Now, if we look at our life as it is and make an analysis of what matters to us, what is it that we are really keen about, that really are our passions, let's have a look at all that. We have to keep a space for that. I would like to have you participate in a little exercise. Now imagine that there is a beautiful future lying in front of you. And this beautiful future, in order to reach it, you need to reach it through a hot air balloon. And the only things that you can bring with you are the things that you can bring with you in a hot air balloon. That's not much. So I would like you to consider for a moment all the items, all the things that are really necessary for you, those that really matter. Make a list and write it down. You can also make a mental list if you prefer. But really make a list of all the items, of all the things that really matter to you. And then have a look at those items. There is a really important and very powerful feeling, emotion, that is gratitude. And it's also a strategy. Now, look at all these items with the feeling of gratitude, linking them with gratitude, one by one, really leaning into them and linking them to gratitude. And then allow gratitude to fill all your heart. All your heart is filled with gratitude, and you can even expand it more and more and more and more until your whole being is filled with gratitude. It's a powerful strategy and it works. And there is another thing that I would like to invite you to, which is now have another look at all these items that you are bringing with you, filled with gratitude. And look again at your life. Look at the situation that there is. Human beings are incredibly adaptable creatures. They can adapt to almost anything. This is really one of our biggest assets. So let's try to look at our future in a new way. Look to combine what we've got, what we have with us, and what we want to have with us. And combine the situation as it is with our assets. Let's have a look at what are our passions, what are our desires, and what are our resources, and what do we actually have there. And let's reassemble them in a new way. Let's find a new strategy to reassemble them in order to create the future that we want to live a fulfilled life. Because often we have learned that we look for perfection. This is something that we are full of the wish for perfection. But perfection does not exist in this life. That's the truth. It does not exist. So if perfection does not exist, still we can live a really fulfilled life. But we have to change some attitudes. We have to change our ways to look at things. If we are able to see and to live and to see the imperfection that we are all part of as perfection, that could really change our minds. If you look at nature, look at a flower. The most perfect flower is never completely perfect. There is always a little imperfection. Everywhere, in everything. As I said, perfection does not exist. Neither does it in our lives. And definitely, personally, we are not perfect. So, if we become aware of that, maybe we don't have to really desire perfection. Maybe we can start to see the perfection in the imperfection. A friend of mine wrote a really great article about that. And I can't agree more. Because if we are able to see the perfection in the imperfection, that's a key. That's a key to understand and to live a more fulfilled life. Also, another friend of mine, she's a very, very good psychologist, and she told me once that the people don't love us for how perfect we are. Actually, they respect us for how good we are, how perfect we are, how good we are in the things that we do, and so on and so on. They respect us, but they don't love us for that. They love us for our imperfections. They love us for our flaws. They love us for the things where we're not perfect. And even fashion, in a certain sense, in these last years have moved into this direction. There are new fashions that show us and that really use things that are not equal, things that are not the same, that are not perfect, and use that to create new styles. So if we become aware that actually we can live a very fulfilled life if we are able to put our wishes, our assets, and our passions together with the situation, reassemble them in a new way without desiring perfection, but just going with the flow, trying to navigate uncertainty and navigate it with the awareness that that's really perfect, that it's just the way it's supposed to be. Then maybe we can find a way to live a really, really fulfilled life. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Macaco Tamaricha Life Coach, where you will find more videos. And if you subscribe to my channel and put some thumbs up, you really do me a favor. And I thank you so much for doing so. And if you want to know more about my work, then please have a look at my website, macacotamariche.com, especially if you're looking for a coach in some areas of your life. I want to thank you from my heart for being with me in these and watching these videos, and I hope to see you next time.